Welcome to First Time Leaders Accelerated. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world, yet 60% of first-time leaders fail. The good news is it's preventable. Incorrect leader selection distresses your people, increases your operating costs, and erodes your culture experience. Drawing on more than 4 decades of leader transformation experience, I share concise, practical solutions you can apply immediately to become a more effective people-centered leader or make better leader selection decisions. This podcast is for first-time leaders and those responsible for hiring, selecting, and developing them. I'm Timothy Dean Smith, your host and coach. Each month, we'll solve a leader challenge together. Let's get started. Often, first-time leaders are trained on the importance of the first 3 months of their transition into a people-centered leader role. During this phase, your primary focus should be listening, learning, and leading your team through the transition. There are 6 phases to becoming a great people-centered leader: selection, assessment, transformation, transition, practical leader experience, and coaching reinforcement. When you are selected to lead, this is not a promotion. It is a career transformation. People often use the terms transformation and transition interchangeably when they are distinctly separate phases. Transformation is the classroom training where you learn how to be a leader. You can learn to be a leader in a classroom, but you can't become a leader in the classroom. There is a huge difference between learning leader skills and living them. You must get in the game and gain practical experience to become a leader. You can't teach experience. You need to gain it on your own. Today, I will focus on the first 3 months of your leader transition phase. Your first 3 months are about positioning yourself as the right people-centered leader. I call the first 3 months the listening, learning, and leading tour. This tour is critical for the first 3 months, but it should continue daily. All eyes are on you. Your every word is being listened to intently, but not as much as your actions. Your actions outweigh what you say. Your actions are being scrutinized to determine if you are the right leader. The listening, learning, and leading tour should consist of you asking insightful questions to accelerate your learning and demonstrate your genuine interest. After asking questions or during conversations, you should empathically listen. The quality of your leadership is directly related to the quality of the questions you ask. Your tour should be about understanding each person rather than just their role. Ask them, what do we need to stop, start, or strengthen? Only then do you begin to lead. Begin by understanding the fundamentals, the vision, mission, values, and your standards. Understand and champion them. Your initial responsibility is to listen much more than you speak, specifically empathic listening to what is being communicated and also what is not being communicated. You are diagnosing, not fixing. You are not telling, you are asking questions. And one thing that'll help you is to find someone who knows the culture experience better than you. Listen to them, then draw your conclusions. Your first order of business as a new or first-time leader is to develop relationships. Get to know each person on your team. While you are listening, you are building relationships. I'm not talking about team-level relations or in meetings, but one-on-one conversations, individual relationships. This is where true people-centered leaders establish a solid foundation. These genuine relationships develop trust. Without trust, nothing else matters. One of the toughest aspects of your transition is setting the expectations with former peers and, in some cases, longtime friends. Seek one obvious problem you can solve early. Not two, not three or more, but one problem. When the team sees this early improvement, they realize there is potential for other improvements. You should always be studying the culture experience, not the documented culture, the actual unwritten rules. What has been tolerated, what is expected. Just as in communication, always understand before being understood. The same thing with the culture. Always seek to understand before implementing any improvements, or you risk messing things up. You need to also be aligned with your leader. You need to understand what success looks like at 1, 2, and 3 months and beyond. Not what you think or your team thinks, but your leader's perspective of what success looks like. Clarity here sets you up for success. Not taking this step can cause you and others frustration for months and beyond. Always over-communicate your intent, your why. If you are not clear, people will fill in the blanks, often with worst-case scenarios. Leadership is developed daily, not in a day. You and your people should always ask the following question for every process they perform. The question is, what do we need to stop, start, or strengthen? By stop, we mean what can we stop doing that's reducing our performance? Start with what improves our performance or strengthen what accelerates performance. The results will be contagious performance improvement. Something often overlooked is your well-being. You need to take care of yourself, often referred to as self-leadership. You can't be running on empty and expect to be sharp and make good decisions. Leading through this transition is tough enough, let alone everything that goes along with it. When you transition from individual performer to first-time leader, you inherit the team, culture, and everything that goes along with it. If you get your first 3 months right, everything beyond that becomes easier. If you found this episode valuable, please share it with someone responsible for leading people. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world. I help organizations ensure the right people are transformed and transition to lead people for a lifetime. One final question for you. Are the right people leading your people? If you're not completely confident in your answer, I invite you to join my free executive discovery session, July 14th, 2026, and find out. Simply click free discovery session in the show notes. Until next time, remember, better selection, better training, better leaders. That's contagious performance improvement. Treat people like they make a difference, and they will. Thank you for listening to the First Time Leaders Accelerated podcast. Take care.